Alright, so today I've got a Yamaha Breeze 125cc automatic transmission with forward and reverse. This is also the same engine as the Yamaha Grizzly 125. And what we've got going on here is there's some moisture showing up down here around the output sprocket. It's kind of hard to see on this model because the footrest kind of covers things up. But if you look down here, you can see it's all damp. Now this isn't even leaking to the point where it's leaving drips in the garage or anything, but it is slowly leaking. So I've got a new seal here, and we're going to get that seal replaced, and we're also going to drain the oil and replace the oil at the same time. So what we're going to do to get started is get this footrest off. I'm also going to prop the quad up. I'm just going to kind of tilt it up so I have a better view in on that seal. First I'm going to drain the oil. If we go underneath, there's a 17 millimeter that is right there. Where is it? Let me see on the camera here. There it is. So there's a drain there and a drain back here. The drain in the back is for the transmission. So we will be draining that fluid right there. And then the fill for that is right here. So we're going to drain the fluid first to make sure that we're not going to have fluid dumping out when we go and pull that seal. So that's where we're going to start. All right, a few things I'm going to be using are just some standard hand tools, a ratchet, socket set. I've got an impact driver, screwdriver, a pick for picking out the seal, and I've got some oil and funnel for filling back up the transmission part of the engine when we're done with this. So once again, I'm going to go drain the oil from that 17 millimeter bolt that's up underneath. All right, so I've got that 17 millimeter out. Got the oil draining right there. So we're just going to wait for that to drain and then tip the quad over. All right, so I just went ahead and removed the top plug as well, which is also just another 17 millimeter. They're both the same bolts for the drain and for the fill. All right, as you can see, I've just propped the quad up with a 2x4. So now I can really get under there and get these bolts out and have nice, easy access to working on this seal. All right, so I just removed the 4 bolts underneath. They were just 4 12 millimeter bolts in these 4 holes. And then this Breeze is actually missing the screws up here. So you'd have to remove those screws also to remove this. Then this whole piece comes right off and you have nice access here to this sprocket. So now what I need to do is disconnect the chain. Actually, I don't really need to do that. I think I'm just going to remove the nut. I have these tabs I have to bend over first. So I'm going to use a hammer and a screwdriver, bend the tabs over, remove the nut, remove the sprocket, and then we're just going to try to do the seal without removing the chain. All right, so I just used a hammer and a screwdriver, and I bent those tabs out right here and here. And then I used a 1 1/4 socket to loosen the nut, which had a bunch of gunk all over it, so the socket wouldn't fit over it very well. So I'm going to get that all cleaned off. Now, I should be able to... Yeah, it's not going to let me because my chain's a little too tight. So I do have to pop my master link, which is right here. So I'll pop that, relieve the chain, and pop the sprocket off. All right, I now have the chain removed. The master link is right down here. Now I should be able to pull off the sprocket, which is pretty worn out, but yeah, maybe we'll turn it around the other direction. All right, so now we can really see what's going on in here. Kind of, I mean, you can see gunk everywhere. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up, and then we should be able to see the seal that sits on the outside here. All right, so I have this all cleaned off as best as possible. There's also this collar on there that was pressed in right here.
So that goes on and slides into the seal right there. You can see where the seal is riding. I almost might need a new one because this one's kind of scored. But this is the seal that's leaking. So what I have to do now is get a pick, and I'm just going to work a pick into that seal, like right here. And then I just want to try to pry the seal out. Oh, it's already moving for me. I just pushed it in. So that means the other side popped out. Let's see. Oh, I was going to say, let's see if I could pop it. And I just did. Popped a whole bunch of oil right in my face. All right, so that's the old seal. Let's grab the new seal. All right, here's the new seal. And we've got the Yamaha part number right there. Genuine OEM part. So you obviously put the spring recessed side on the inside and the numbered side on the outside. That fits right there. So I'm just going to kind of firmly press it in with my fingers. I might even just be able to install this with my fingers. Yeah, I think I can. We're going to give it a couple taps with the socket, because this socket is the perfect size now. So I'm just going to tap that with a hammer real quick. All right, and there we are. Our new seal is installed. It's pressed down all the way, nice and firmly all the way around. Now what we'd want to do is get some oil and put some oil on the collar before we put this into the seal, because we don't want to run that seal dry on first startup. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, so now I'm just doing everything in reverse. I threw my sprocket back on. I put my retaining ring on. My nut is on. I threw some anti-seize on there so that the next person, hopefully not me, that does this in 20 or 30 years, will have no problem taking that nut off. I still have to torque the nut down and then bend over the tabs so that that nut cannot come loose. Then I just have my master link, hook up my chain, and then I just have to put my drain plug back in right there and fill it back up with oil. Let's go. All right, I have tabs bent on both sides. I have this torqued down and spins freely. Now we just have to put our drain plug back in right here. And we'll tighten that down. All right, and that's that. I put the 4 bolts back in on the footrest. I did a bunch of cleanup in there. As you can see, I got all the gunk off the motor that was all stuck up on there from the seal leaking previously. Still a little bit of residual stuff back here, but not gonna get everything. Let's pull the motor. So yeah, I put 600 milliliters into the transmission. We're gonna drop her down. That's just some water from me cleaning. And yeah, now we just have to start her up and give her a test drive. So thank you for watching. And that's how you do the rear output drive sprocket seal on a Yamaha Breeze 125 or Yamaha Grizzly 125. Thank you for watching.